Thank you.
Just take us through the whole process of how you got to where you are now, as far as being on the Celtics staff.
I just got a phone call from Brad, or a text from Brad, I guess, out of the blue for me. I knew Brad, having covered his teams. I covered his teams at Butler when I worked at ESPN, and obviously covered him in the playoffs a couple times with ESPN radio. But yeah, just got a text from him. He asked me about a few minutes to chat. That's what started the process.
Should you know, like, you had any idea he was talking about the coaching job, or did you just simply speak on your brain?
I mean, last couple of years I've talked to a number of teams, so typically I would say it's someone on their team reaching out, whether it's a coach or the GM or the team president. So usually, at least the last couple of years, that have been just questioning my desire to be in the league in some capacity. It hasn't always been coaching. Sometimes it's been front office. So I don't want to say I knew it was that, but based on past precedent, I thought it would be something about a job.
Was it an easy decision for you once you talked to Brad, and just obviously did you have other opportunities to take an assistant job in the NBA before this, and what was the right fit here for you?
I mean, I've definitely talked with other teams before. I think you said the right word. I think fit's really important. I think it's important when you're a player. I think it's really important when you're a coach. There's a lot of similarities to being a player and a coach in that sense, in terms of fit. For me, this was a good fit. I wanted to go somewhere where I'd be challenged. I wanted to go somewhere where I'd be allowed to coach, and I wanted to go to an organization that was going to be playing in big games, to be able to get a sense of kind of that last frontier of coaching, which is like being able to do it in pressure situations in the regular season and then in the playoffs. And then when I talked to Brad, a number of different conversations, I felt like from a personality standpoint that he was going to be a good fit for me. As I start off doing this, I think it's really important when you start off as a rookie that you're surrounded by a good group, by a knowledgeable group, and by a good leader. And so Brad checked all those boxes for me.
Is it discouraging at all? Like you mentioned, talking to teams over the last few years, that it hadn't quite happened yet, and the teams an indication of why it didn't, or stuff they wanted to see, either from you, experience-wise, or...
It wasn't always the team. Sometimes it was me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that it's happened, can you talk about the significance and the impact of being a female coach in the NBA?
I haven't really gone that far in my head. I mean, I've definitely gotten a lot of texts and calls from people that is impacting them. My mindset is, being the first to do something is great. I want to be the best, and I don't want to be the best of my gender. I want to be the best in the league. So, obviously, that's easy to say when you're on your fifth day, right? I got a lot to learn, and I got a steep mountain to climb. But I don't like qualifiers when it comes to judging things, right? So I don't want to, every time someone talks about me, I don't want it to be about my gender, at least when it comes in the confines of a competitive environment. Obviously outside, from a societal standpoint, that's going to happen because it's unusual still. Hopefully it won't be unusual down the road. But that's a responsibility that I think everybody that's been in this position before has as well, so that it's no longer unusual.
Like you said, it is still a little bit unusual, but we're seeing, there's women who are coaching in San Antonio, Dallas, Cleveland. Is there a bit of a pipeline that's starting to form for women to coach in the NBA?
I mean, I can only go off of my experience. I can't say that I talked to a lot of other women about their opportunities. For me, I only ever got called from NBA teams in the last 2 years, and never before that. So that goes for television jobs, which is what I was doing before this, or just basically like any job with a team. So to go from I don't know, age 22 to age 36 and never get a phone call to now getting a lot of phone calls. Again, my small sample size, just using my individual experience, there's been a lot of progress, at least in teams reaching out and trying to see if different women are a good fit for their group.
Beyond Brad and the coaching staff obviously intrigued you. What about this team and this roster? I'm sure you've seen them play plenty. What was kind of intriguing to you as a coach?
Yeah, well, I'm trying not to get fined. I was instructed I'm not allowed to talk about free agents, so I'm trying not to say that. There are some potential people that will be very exciting to work with. I think just how versatile the roster could be. That there's a lot of youth on the team. Obviously, we have our 4 draft picks, and then also with Jason and Jalen still being younger players, there's an opportunity to make a difference. When you're a young player and you're trying to learn the NBA and you're trying to grow into certain roles, I saw that as a chance to make a difference on the staff. I mean, everyone on the staff is elite. We all bring different perspectives. So my perspective that I try to bring is I've been there. I've won a championship. I've played almost any role that you can possibly play on a team. I've been a rookie where I didn't play a lot. I've been a point guard where I started, every game, and we made it to the conference finals. And I've been a 6th man more years than I've wanted to be. So I can relate when you get put to that 6th position, and it sucks when you come in every day and the starters are in green and you're in white, and it's the worst. But you got to deal with it, and you got to be a pro about it. So most of the things that they experience, emotionally, most of them, I've experienced too. So I can not just understand, but I can relate to their ups and downs.
How much have you learned about NBA basketball? 1, in the last year since you were doing the Wizards, and 2, before then when you were doing commentating. Did that teach you more about the game than you had already known?
Yeah, I mean, I really have to credit the Wizards organization. So last 2 years that I've been their TV analyst, Ernie, who was the GM at the time, and Scotty Brooks, who called me a couple days ago to congratulate me. They allowed me into almost everything. So practices, shoot-arounds, had a great relationship with all the players there. So I had a good understanding of what they were trying to do, their scouts, strengths and weaknesses of teams. Some teams allow their TV people into practices and shoot-arounds, and some teams don't. I was fortunate enough, in my first TV job in the league, I was on a team that did. Man, that expedited the learning curve very much. And there's still more levels for me to get to. Right now it's nailing down terminology. The terminology I know is different than the terminology that we use here. And I need to be able to speak to the players in the terminology that we use here. So that's my biggest challenge right now. It'll come eventually, but I'm not very patient. So I'm not waiting for it. I want it to hurry up.
How excited are you for this opportunity?
Yeah, very excited. I'm half Irish, so my Irish side of the family is very excited. They already had a plethora of green in the wardrobe, so this fits right in with them. Obviously, the Celtics organization is best history in the NBA, best tradition in the NBA, and certainly when I was a kid growing up, they weren't my favorite team. But you couldn't help but admire what they were able to do, and then the success that this group has had, being a team that's a contender in the East, that spoke to me a lot. And when I was a kid, I'll tell you a quick story. When I was a kid, I was probably 7 or 8 years old. I can't remember. My dad worked on Capitol Hill, so my dad worked up in the I think it was the Longworth building up there on Capitol Hill. But I'll never forget one day I went to work with him sometimes in the summer, as kids do with their parents when they're out of school, and my dad said he wanted to introduce me to someone, and so in his office he worked with a lady, and when I walked in the office, he said, "This is the daughter of one of the greatest coaches of all time." It was Nancy Arbach. So she worked with my dad when I was like 7 or 8. I got to meet her. I don't know if Nancy will remember that because I was a little squirt. Little squirt who loved basketball, but that was pretty cool. You know, that's probably how I first learned of the Celtics. I mean, I can't say I didn't know before I was 7 about Larry Bird. I probably had heard of Larry Bird before, but once I met her, then my dad told me about the tradition of the Celtics, about Red. And so that's kind of like the first memory I had of learning about the organization and learning about the tradition that it has.
They're your favorite team now?
Yes. The Celtics. It's intense here. Like, I was walking home from last story because I like to talk about it. They're giving me the eye. I was walking home from practice facility, so I try to get out like before the sun goes down, so I can at least like see what's around. You know, and it's not dark. And I was walking up over, I don't know the names of roads, over some bridge over the Mass Pike, right? I got that right. Over the Mass Pike. And this guy on his bike rides by, and then he turns around and comes back. He's like, "Yo," I'm not gonna do a fake Boston accent because I'll be terrible, okay? And he's like, "Yo, Kara, welcome to Boston. Go Celtics!" And he turns his bike around and keeps riding. That was pretty good. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.